Hello and welcome to Card Talk. I'm your host Grant, and today we are playing some more Saga campaign. Joining me is Matt, and today we
Hello,
are
everyone.
playing some more Saga campaign. Along joining. So, this is attempt number 2 at Helms Deep. Our first attempt last week. We forgot to add the threat of defend the walls throughout the entirety of the game, so hopefully we don't make that mistake this time. So Matt is going to tell you a little bit about the deck tweaking he's done for his deck, and we'll get started.
Yeah, so I've been testing some suggestions, and mostly what I was finding was that there are more tricks I can do with Gandalf's ability to try and play some of the events off the top of the deck during other phases. But I still need a kind of critical mass of restricted attachments. So mostly what I did was swap out some of the unique non-restricted attachments, like extra copy of Heir of Mardil, one copy of Light of Valinor, and one of Shadowfax. For a couple We Are Not Idle to try and thin the deck out a little bit. And I added in a Windfalla just to give me another potential restricted attachment, especially for Glorfindel and Gandalf, who seem to have a little less options than Denethor, since there's a couple Gondor-specific attachments.
Okay then. And we've made up our board state already. We've got our opening hands. So Matt, are you keeping your opening hand? I see you've got a Wizard Pipe, Gandalf's Staff, a Livery of the Tower.
Yeah, I really like having Staff early, but this is basically 3 restricted attachments, and this is kind of where it's the borderline mulligan or not. But the Livery is kind of just okay to get going. I'm kind of leaning towards mulliganing this just to see if I can get more to start.
You're risking your Staff and your Pipe?
The Pipe is nice, but I found it's not 100% essential. The Staff does a lot more for me in most games.
Yes.
And 4 is where I feel a lot more comfortable. I guess I also have the golden hairs
we could potentially pop.
Yeah, maybe it. You know what? I would have kept this hand in testing because we have We Are Not Idle as well, and the Staff lets me draw or add a resource as needed, so I could probably make this hand work.
But the question is, do you want to make that hand work, or do you want a mulligan?
I think I want a mulligan, because Staff is really the only one here that I'm super excited to see. So I'm going to do the mulligan.
Okay then.
Okay.
You did not keep your Staff.
No, but I'm going to have 4 restricted attachments, so it's just a little easier, and I have a Campfire Tales. So this could still work.
Yes, it could. Okay then, so starting off the game, we have we can change our heroes without incurring a +1 threat penalty. Remove each one of the burden cards we already have. The shield wall was broken. Erkenbrand of Westfold has drawn off those men he could gather towards his fastness in Helm's Deep. The pursuit of the Uruk-hai has brought the heir of Elendil to Rohan, just as Saruman declares war on that land, Aragorn and his companions travel to Edoras to aid King Theoden, but their arrival is met with some suspicion. Set that we've already done that, we are choosing to bypass stage 1A.
Yes, indeed.
Because we don't want these poison councils. Because 1A only really gives us, each player chooses one ally in his hand that matches a sphere of his heroes and puts it into play, and you then do your normal planning phase. We don't have any allies. We are running 3 hunters. So it's kind of a moot point.
I guess we get a free turn to place out some attachments, but I
Yeah,
don't think it's worth the poison councils.
yeah, because we'll add that to the campaign pool and would have that for the rest of the game. And after you draw this card, you discard all other cards in your hand. I mean, there's ways around that, like sort of using Galadriel's mirror, and gather information. You add cards to your hand, but that's just so much effort to work around.
Yep, I agree.
Okay, so we will move on past. Hail Theoden, son of Thengel, I have returned. For behold, the storm comes, and now all friends should gather together. At the behest of Gandalf, Aragorn and his companions ride to Helm's Deep with the men of Rohan and their king. As the sun goes down, the valley below the deepening walls fills with the approaching army of Isengard. And now we each reveal a card from the encounter deck.
All right, so we got a deepening culvert.
That's nice to see.
Yep, because it's only going to be one threat.
Yep.
And then we got another deepening wall.
Okay, so are we ready to start this turn off with a bang?
Apparently, 13 threat to start off with. All right.
Okay, now this is interesting, and I don't think that's shuffled up, so I'm gonna shuffle that up. Make sure it's shuffled from his messing around with me sideboard, and there we go. Okay, I got a second copy of Firefoot. Okay, so I'm going to start off by playing a Blade of Gondolin onto Eowyn for free. Now, do I go for Rainment or do I go for Firefoot?
I mean, Raymond basically gets Urkerbrand up and running with his shadow cancellation right away, right? Right.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'll play the Spear of the Mark this round. I'll spend one for Arraignment of War. So that is Erkenbrand with 3 attack and 4 defense and 6 hit points. And he goes up to 6 defense with the round shield if the enemy has a shadow card. And that's all I can do this round.
All right.
I just need 2 more restricted attachments and I can flip.
Well, I think let's give Glorfindel a silver circlet. And then let's give him the Gondorian shield. Won't necessarily help me defend all that much, but gets me a lot closer to flipping my contract. Oh, and there's Wizard Pipe on top. That actually is nice to see. Because now I'll be able to put a silver circlet on Gandalf next turn. I will give Denethor an Armored Destrier.
Well, you could play Campfire Tales and have each draw card before you do that. So that way you could draw your Wizard Pipe just in case you wanted to play something else out onto Gandalf.
I've already played a card for the top because that was the Gondorian shield.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is, though, you could play the Wizard Pipe this turn if you had nothing else you wanted to play. You could technically use Campfire Tales and draw off the top card of your deck.
Yeah, I'm still planning on doing that. I'm just getting Denethor set up here. So now he's up to 4. And let's see what we get with Campfire. Well, I know we're getting with Campfire. Getting a Wizard Pipe. And we got a Test of Will on top.
And I get a Rohan Warhorse.
And I don't. That's too bad. I already played that, but that's alright. So I won't be able to cancel anything this turn, but be set up for next turn to do so. And we'll go ahead and give Gandalf his pipe. And that'll be it for my planning.
Okay, questing. I will send 5 and I will kill off. That's Soldier of Isengard there. Because it looked at me funny.
All right, down to only 9 threats. And 5 for Grant.
And I'll send Aragorn as well, so that's technically 7.
Yep. And I will send Gandalf and Glorfindel for 9, so we are 16.
Yep.
Card number 1 is a Soldier of Isengard.
Didn't I just kill you?
Well, there were 2 more that got shuffled back in, so.
Okay, and
Alright.
card number 2, I should say, is a fighter.
Oh, that was not bad. So we had 7 more. So we stand pat at 16.
Okay. So you trigger Leader of Men, or are we 16 against 16?
You know, I'm pretty sure that equaling does not necessarily mean succeeding.
No, it
That's
doesn't.
how I've always played.
No, it's a completely different set. If you lose the quest, obviously you lose it. If you win the quest, you win it. If you break even, you break even.
Yeah. So Leader of Men doesn't give me a resource.
Yeah, that's what
unfortunately.
I was just double checking that. It was 16 total we had.
Yeah, so we got 7 from the 2 we added. Deepening Wall makes 11. Culvert is 12, and then the Soldier of Isengard makes it 16.
Okay.
One in there.
So that's now 1 threat.
Yep, and combat phase, end of the round. Okay.
Do we want to engage this Urukai fighter?
We don't have any way to kill it right this second, but either one of us could defend it pretty easily.
Well, if you want to take it, because you got ways of. I mean, I could take it potentially, but I've got other things I need to play before my Rohan Warhorse gets active.
Yeah.
So if you want to take him, Glorfindel can probably kill him when he gets his Valiant Warrior Sword, or Valiant Sword.
Right.
Oh.
I've got 2 Unexpected Courages in my hands, so
Oh, well,
I'll get some
well,
action advantage going
Well,
soon.
if you've got Unexpected Courage, I suppose I can take it down. It won't make any difference, so bring it down to me.
Well, it'll be a couple turns before
Yeah,
we have
that's
the
fine.
resource to play it.
That's fine, I can still just tank it.
Okay.
And then we've got 2 archery, so I will take 1, 2. I'll put 1 on Aragorn, actually, it's safer. He's got more hit points. Okay, Shadow card.
Okay.
Erkenbrand defends. No shadow effect. And it's goodbye, Ilfate. Okay.
So combat. So we actually have 2 enemies in the staging area, so we don't need to reveal card. But we do add 2 progress to the defense of Helm's Deep for the 2 enemies up there.
Yes, we do.
Oh, Shadowfax. It's nice to see you, but at the same time, it's not. All right, well, my planning here, I am going to pipe Silver Circlet on top of my deck and play that on Gandalf. So now he is questing for 6. And I've got another Test of Will on top of my deck.
Okay.
It's 1 away from flipping.
Now, I can't flip this turn. The question is, do I waste a restricted attachment for it?
Because you would need to put the 2 onto Aragorn too, right?
No, because at the end of the turn, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, I couldn't do it because of Aragorn coming back to me this turn. Right, okay, yeah. Never mind. I can't flip this turn. Now the question is, do I want Firefoot or do I want the Warhorse first?
We do have 3 enemies, so...
Yeah, but even with the Warhorse, I wouldn't be able to kill this Uruk-hai fighter this turn, because... Oh, hang on. He needs 5 to kill, and I'm attacking for 5. So yeah, I could technically kill both of them with the Warhorse, so Warhorse it
Well,
is.
even if you just had the Warhorse, when you quest, you would kill the Soldier of Isengard and you'd be able to ready up.
Yeah, I was just working out if I had enough, if it was worth us putting the Warhorse out to kill the one up in the Soldier of Isengard up in the staging area, then readying him to kill this Uruk-hai fighter. I didn't realise I don't actually have enough without intimidation. I forgot I had intimidation because he'd need 7 to kill without intimidation because he's got defensive 2 with a toughness of 2, which would need 7, but with intimidation he only needs 5.
Gotcha. I guess before we move on here, is it worth getting to flip by blowing the 3 golden hairs to see if we can hit a 6 restricted attachment? We got 13 in the stage area right now already. Actually, no, more than that, 14. And we're going to still have 2 more archery to take.
I mean, if you want to go for it, it's your choice.
Yeah, I think this is what, it'd be nice to take them all the way to Mount Doom, I guess, or the Black Gate, but this is still one of the harder ones in the campaign. Plus, if we lose, still we'll get the 3 golden hairs.
Okay, so we reattempt it. We each drop our threat by 3 and draw 3 cards. Okay. That's definitely interesting.
Yep, so I got a Staff of Lebethron, which I can't put on Gandalf, but I did get Open the Armory. So we will...
You've got Aragorn's resources, remember?
Oh, good call. Let's use his. So let's look at my top 10. Well, there we go. Choices.
Let's have a look then. Let's see what you've got. Look at top 10. Okay.
I can't grab the Celebrian Stone, unfortunately.
No, but you could grab the Gondorian Shield, the Valiant Sword, the Ancestral Armor, or the Shining Shield.
I think I'm leaning towards the Valiant Sword or the Shining Shield because I can play those this turn. I've already used the pipe to get Circlet onto Gandalf, so I couldn't make use of the shield, Gondorian Shield.
Yep, sounds like a plan.
I think I will grab the Shining Shield because I'd like to save the sword for Glorfindel if possible.
Okay.
So shuffle that up, and now I've also got an Armored Destrier.
Okay, where's my golden belts when I need them?
So I'll play the Shining Shield onto Gandalf for free.
And that's you flipping at the end of the round?
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't have the resources to give Oakenbrand the Armored Destrier on top. Oh, I've already played the card from the top of my deck. Never mind. But I'll drop a Staff of Lebethron onto Denethor for free as well.
Okay. I'm just debating, is it worth me spending 2 resources and putting out Glamdring? And I think it is.
Drawing cards, 2 more damage. Hard to see the downside to that.
Yep. Okay, I'm ready for combat. Oops, and I didn't want to take that resource, I wanted to take that resource. And then I'm questing for 4, 5, and I'm going to kill off Soldier of Isengard, ready up. Trigger 4 hammer. Draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I draw 1 from Glamdring.
I was just about to remind you of that. Okay.
Okay, now I am definitely filling up in my contract at the end of next round.
And I will send 11. Actually 13 with Aragorn. So we are 18. We've got 6,
9,
9,
10.
10.
4, 8,
All right.
10.
All right, card number 1 is Isengard Uruk. So we either have to assign 3 damage to one character you control or reveal an additional encounter card. I can take the 3 damage.
Okay.
And that is my peril, so. All right, and card number 2 is an Uruk-hai Fighter. So we added 5 more, puts it at 15. So
We survived the quest.
and Gandalf gets a resource.
Yep, and don't forget to put one on Defensive Helms Deep.
Thank you. All right. Looks like we just have to decide if we're engaging anyone.
I can't kill anybody. Well, I can't defend more than the one I've got at the moment, so.
Yeah, debating taking this Isengard Uruk just because his defense is rather low. So is his toughness, and I might be able to kill him as soon as I get some of this readying out here.
Okay, well, if you want to do that.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take him. And then we got 4 archery to take, it looks like. Or 3.
1. I've got 2 of it over here.
And we can have Aragorn take the 3rd point.
Okay.
Okay, shadow cards. And we'll let Denethor defend mine. No shadow, no damage.
Okay. And Erkenbrand will defend mine.
I could have discarded that shadow.
No
No shadow card.
No damage. And then attacking back. Denethor can't do anything to this Uruk.
Not yet,
But-
at least.
But Irma is more than enough to kill Grandma. And I draw an extra card thanks to Glamdring.
All right.
Okay, I go from having 3 cards in hand to having 10 cards in hand. Now the question is, do we want me to play Bilbo's plan to see if we can get rid of this steeping wall or not?
I don't see why not, because
Because we'll get another enemy.
yeah, well, we're adding 2 more progress already for the 2 we have up there.
Yeah, I think we'll save it because of the fact that it's dependent on enemies in the staging area.
Plus later, if we have just 1 up there, we could add a second one to avoid revealing another encounter card. That'd be good.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Okay.
So no counter card, 2 progress.
You flip your contract.
We'll just go ahead and heal everyone up.
Okay, so starting off, I'm going to give Eowyn a Spear of the Mark for free. I'll give Aragorn a round shield, because why not? I'm going to spend 1 for a Secret Vigil on the Isengard Uruk. Well, sorry, the Soldier of Isengard. And I don't have a spare place to put. I'm actually going to. Yeah, I'm going to save me resources now. I was going to play out my ancestral armor, but then I couldn't attack this soldier in the staging area, which I want to do.
Okay.
What I will do is spend 1 resource from Aragorn to use open the armory.
Actually, Grant, if you wanted to play your ancestral armor, oh wait, you don't have Steward or Gondor out, so he's not Gondorian.
Not
Never
yet.
mind. Can't move a resource over to him.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's alright. I'll drag this dagger out for next turn. Okay. And that's me done.
Would you like an armored destrier for Erkenbrand?
I'd not say no. I will discard my raiment of war for that.
Armored destrier is all yours.
Oh, thank you kindly.
Let's see here. And just debating if I want Shadowfax or get an Unexpected Courage out. Actually, let's get an Unexpected Courage out. I will Wizard Pipe 1 on top of the deck, so I can use Gandalf's resources for this. And let's see here. You've already got ready on Amber, so maybe later after your contract is flipped. Do I put it on Denethor just to get us 4 more willpower?
You could also put it on Aragorn if you want to use the rest of his stats. You could put it on Erkenbrand to send his willpower, although I'm not flipped until the end of this round, so it's entirely up to you where you put it.
Yeah, Denethor already has some readying, and Gandalf and Glorfindel are doing just fine questing, and I'd rather give Glorfindel Light of Valinor when that's ready. So, yeah, maybe Aragorn is the best way to go, because next turn he can help me kill this Uruk if nothing else.
Yep.
And then he'll always be able to quest for us and help out. Oh, and there's a Valiant Sword. That would have been nice. But that's all right. We're going to pay 1 to put a Windfalla on.
Right, do you want that on Glorfindel, or do we want to put that on Eowyn now that she's ready to flip? Because she's got space for 1 more attachment, and you wanted to put that Valiant Sword on Glorfindel, and he's already at 3. If you put Windfalla on him.
True. I guess we've got enough willpower, and you're killing one of these enemies, so we don't. The 2 willpower right now isn't going to be as helpful as keeping the space open.
Okay.
And it's still 1 additional willpower for her.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I am ready to quest.
Yeah, I will send 5, 6, plus Aragorn, so that's 8, and say bye-bye to that Soldier of Isengard. And we each lower our threat by 4. And I get a draw card.
Thank you. All right. And I am sending 15. So we are 23 with looks like 10 in the staging area.
Yep.
So card number 1, Postern Door.
Okay.
Number 2, Scaling Ladders.
So we've added 7 to the staging area.
Each enemy. Wouldn't it just be 1? Or well, we're okay. Scaling Ladders adds 1 more.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Each enemy gets
And,
+1, so that's 3, 7, 11, 12, 14 in the staging area.
all right, and that surges into Warrior of Dunlands.
That's 19 I count that as, if I've counted up right.
That's what I've got. And so we quest successfully.
Yep.
Gandalf gets a resource. This gets that. Oops.
Yep, I'll bring down Grandma.
Oh, with the Warrior Dunland makes an immediate attack against me, which is fine. I can have.
No, it's against. Is it against you or is it? Oh yeah, it's against you because it's just not the. Right. Okay. Do you want me to defend that or do you want to defend it?
He's got 5 attack.
Good point. You probably have. Oh, we've got
Yeah,
this.
Denethor can take it.
You've got. You can also use the Staff of Labythron to get rid of its shadow. So.
Right. So I will discard that shadow. And Denethor can defend it. And he'll take 2 damage.
Okay.
Alright, so you're taking Grandma.
Yep. Denethor gets 1 extra defense because of the deepening wall.
Oh, great.
Okay. Erkenbrand will defend the Urukai fighter.
Oh, and I can take my 2 archery. That's fine.
And we have Archery 1 from the Dunland, Warrior of Dunland, which I'll take over here on Irma.
Okay. So he would make additional attack.
No, he doesn't. And then, do you want me to defend your Uruk, or have you got it?
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay.
Denethor can defend this. Turn attack enemy to stage area after this attack. I am not going to be sad about that.
Okay, and then Irma attacks and destroys Grandma. Drawing me a card.
Well, good news is we don't have to reveal an encounter card because of that shadow effect.
True enough.
Bad news is we have to add 2 progress. And I am just going to heal up before I forget.
Okay. Ah, perfect. 1, 2. Gondor. So, what you doing?
Well,
Your warrior sword, your valiant sword on Glorfindel?
most likely, but first I am going to play Gandalf's staff from the top of my deck. Huzzah. And let's see here. So, yes, he's got room for that without discarding anything.
Does he? Shining Shield, Silver Circlet. Yes, he does. That's his last one.
Yep. And we will give Glorfindel the Valiant Sword. So now he's questing for 8. And do have another Unexpected Courage. Your contract flipped. So we could get Erkenbrand to quest for 3. Or Denethor to quest for 4. Staging area threat is surprisingly under control.
We could technically have... Well, we could put it on EMR if we want to take down more enemies. Now that I've got 2 defenses on Erkenbrand, once I get his Ancestral Armor next turn.
Yeah.
It's entirely up to you where you want to place it. Or you could pull out your Shadowfax.
I could, but then I don't have a resource for Test of Will, so...
You've got Aragorn's got 2 resources. Glorfindel's got 2. You only need 3. You'd have 1 left over for a Test of Will.
Okay. Yeah.
If you want to use up all of Aragorn's resources, that is.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards not. Just Gandalf's getting resources going with Leader of Men right now. You know, I think maybe just wait and see how we do this round, and then decide about Unexpected Courage.
Okay. I'll quest for 8, 12, spending 1 to kill the Warrior of Dunland. Ready up, so that's 12 plus Aragorn 3, so that's 15 I'm sending. Oh well, sorry, I'm only sending 12 because you've got control of Aragorn this turn.
Yep. But I'm sending Aragorn, and he has 1 restricted attachment, so he's actually questing for 3.
Yes.
And that puts us at 20 from me.
Sounds about right.
So we're 32. And we've got 6, 10, 14 in the staging area right now.
Yep.
Okay. And don't forget to raise my threat for that. Card number 1 is a Warrior of Dunland.
Who makes an attack against you.
And Denethor is all fully healed, and he's got the extra defense from the Deeping Wall, so he can just defend this, and we will discard that shadow. So he takes 1 damage. Card number 2 is the Hornburg. So that adds 8 threat to put us at 22. Request successfully. Which gives Gandalf a resource.
Yep. Engagements. I'll take this Isengard Uruk.
Okie doke. And I guess, do we want to bring down the Warrior of Dunland?
The answer to that being no, because I'll kill it up in the staging area with Eamon next round.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
He's 5 attack. Neither one of us are really set up with defenses to deal with that constantly at the minute.
Yeah.
So, shadow card. Erkenbrand defends.
Discard an object of attachment.
Okay, goodbye, Leaf Wrap Lembus. And then... Oh, we've got 2 archery to take. Could you take that over there?
Yep.
Thank
Not
you.
a problem.
Oh, it's 3 archery, so I'll take 1 over here for next round. Take that over here. And that should still be a 2. Right. Okay, and then attacking back, Eamon attacks and kills this Isengard Uruk. Can I get to draw another card? Yeah. And then I will trigger Bilbo's plan this round.
Alright, so shuffle discard into the encounter deck. Let's give that 1 more shuffle just to be on the safe side. So we get an Isengard Uruk.
Which means we just get rid of this Deeping Culvert. That's a shame.
Yep. But we're not having to reveal another encounter card. Which
No,
is always good.
I was hoping to either get rid of the Steeping Wall or the Postern Gate.
Yeah, that would have been nice. He is 3 threats, and I am going to draw a card with Gandalf's staff.
Yep.
Oh, there's a open the armory here. You know what? Let's go ahead and play that from the top of my deck. Let's see here. Shield. That's pretty much it. Oh no, there's ancestral armor. Let's grab that ancestral armor. Cause need a big bang for my buck.
Yeah.
Defensive attachment. Oh, and there's Gondorian shield on top, so that will help too.
Okay, we add 2 more to the assault on Helm's Deep.
Which will complete this stage.
Search your encounter deck and discard pile for Helm's Gate and add it to the staging area. And make Helm's Gate the active location. Return any previous location to the staging area. Lexi, I'm recording.
Alright, there's Helm's Gate.
So we move the deepening wall and scaling ladders to the staging area, and we get the Helm's Gate as the active location.
Oof. Alright, so we're going to be revealing 3 encounter cards next time. Scaling ladders. Yeah, they still get the 1 threat we determined last time.
Yeah.
Okay. Heal everyone. Oh, again, Aragorn moved before I could heal him.
Okay, let's see. What do I want to do? Well, there's my 3rd copy of Bilbo's plan. Okay, I'm going to spend 2. I'm actually going to discard this Fear of the Mark to play out Firefoot. So now his attack increase is not situational. And then I will spend 1, 2, 3, 4 resources and play out my ancestral armor on Erkenbrand. So now his defense is up to 5. And he has 6 hit points again. And then I think that's all I can actually do with my resource. Actually, I'm going to spend 1 and play out Open the Armory. And the only thing I can pull out is a Blade of Gondolin. Okay. And that's me done, and I think I'll trigger my contract here to heal up. Okay, what are you doing?
Well, I think now that we're possibly revealing 3 to 4 encounter cards a turn, it's time to give Aomer an unexpected courage.
Oh, thank you.
And I am going to Wizard Pipe, Crown Shorian Shield on top of my deck, so that I can play it onto Denethor. And we will discard Livery of the Tower. So now he is defending for 5 all the time.
And next turn I can give you an ancestral armor if you wish.
Ooh, that would be pretty
Oh
good.
no, sorry, I'll have the resources to pay for your ancestral armor. I don't actually have a spare ancestral armor in my hand. Yeah, I'll just give you some money.
Could always play it on Aragorn, turn him into a secondary defender.
Like I say, if I had a second one in my hand, I would have played it, but I've got the money to pay for it, I just don't have the money to play it. I just don't have the card to play it. I was looking at your hand when I said that.
Well, that's alright. I could probably get enough leadership resources by next turn to play it, or Wizard Pipe it on top of my deck to do so.
Okay. So, are we ready to quest?
Yep.
Okay, I will send 12 and I will kill off that Warrior of Dunland.
15 with Aragorn.
Yes.
And I will send my 17, so we are 32 again. And make sure to increase my threats. Man, it'd be really nice to find one of my Light of Valinors by now.
Yep.
Alright, card number 1 is a Soldier of Isengard.
Okay.
And card number 2 is Uruk-hai Fighter.
Hey, Grandma.
Oops. Nope, nope, nope.
And that scaling ladders is not there. Shuffle that back into the deck. It's just a deepened culvert. Just a deepened culvert we need there, my friend. So we get a third encounter card from the Helm's Gate.
Oh, because Helm's Gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not engaged.
So we just need the deepened culvert that you revealed.
Let me go grab it because I shuffled up the encounter deck. Oops. There we go. There's one.
Okay.
Alright. And that is only 1 threat. I was trying to put the 4 threat on there and messed it up. Alright, so let's see. We've got 10, 14, 13, 17, 20, 23, 27, 31.
4, 8, 11, 14, 17, 21, 26, 30, 31.
Yep. So we just make it.
Okay.
But that also means we have to reveal encounter card.
True enough.
So now we also have a Wild Hillman.
Yes, we do. Okay. Oof. And then engagements. I will optional the... Just give us that Soldier of Isengard 5 threat.
Okay.
Which one do you want?
I guess it doesn't really matter which of the Uruk-hai Fighter or Hillman I take. Either one is about the same to me.
Well, technically they're both coming down to you, just FYI.
Oh, your threat's 23?
Yep.
Alright, so I'm definitely not engaging anything else. That's fine. I'm just going to take these 2.
Yeah. And
I've got 2 defenses.
Yeah. And you can discard both the shadows. One from the Staff of Labythron, the other one from the Armored Destrier.
The staff only works if their threat is higher than mine.
Right, okay.
So their engagement costs. So I'm not going to be able... I can discard 1 shadow at least.
Yeah. Okay, well, my defense, Erkenbrand will defend.
No shadow?
And then I will... Do you want us to defend one of yours, or do you want to defend them?
I can defend them. Let's keep you... Yeah, let's just let you focus on that Soldier of Isengard there.
Well, the soldier's dead.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do anything back to either of them anyway, so...
Okay, well, it's your defense then, since you don't want me to help.
Alright, well, let's just defend Grandma here first. Return attacking enemy to the staging area. Okie doke.
And then discard the shadow from the Wild Hillman. And then don't forget the Wild Hillman places 1 progress on the active location.
Alright.
And at the end of the quest phase, we forgot to put the 1 on Defense of Helm's Deep.
Thank you. And actually, I could have discarded my other shadow thanks to Gandalf's staff, but that's okay. I can use the resource.
Okay, and Earmark kills the Soldier of Isengard, drawing a card. And now should I use Bilbo's plan again?
I guess we have a lot more options for it this time.
Yeah, but we also have a lot more threat in the terms of enemies already there.
Yeah, maybe hold off until we get rid of that deeping wall, the scaling ladders if possible. Or at least clear the staging area out some more. Because we don't have that thing anymore where we have to place progress for enemies.
Yeah. Okay.
What? Oh, we had the 3 archery to deal with that we forgot about. 'Cause the
1, 2, 3. 1 on Aragorn. I'll just do that. And then there's 2. Do you want to take one?
Yep, I can take one.
Okay.
All right. Looks like we're ready for the next round.
Right. Stop you two, I'm recording. You want to mess on, go into your room. Okay, so let's see, what are you playing?
Well, has Staff of Lebethron outlived its usefulness? Probably not yet. Could give Aragorn an ancestral armor.
Yes, you could.
And this version of Aragorn doesn't have Sentinel, but that's all right. Yeah, I think Denethor's got enough defense for most enemies.
Why have you exhausted Gandalf's staff? Just out of curiosity.
Because I needed the resource for ancestral armor.
Right, okay. I wasn't sure if you were meant to be wizard piping it on the top of your deck to use some of Gandalf's resources and saving the staff. That's what I was...
No, I think I'm going to go ahead and use Gandalf's resources for Shadowfax.
Okay.
So now Gandalf can quest and attack and defend and all that fun stuff.
Yep.
I guess I should record that his defense here is 4, just in case I decide that. All right. I'm keeping resources back for Test of Wills, so I think that's going to be it for my planning there.
Okay, for mine, I'm going to spend 1 resource and give... why not Aragorn? There you go.
So now Aragorn defends for 5, possibly 7, and has 7 hit points.
Just load him up with all the archery, it's alright.
He gets healed no matter what now.
Yeah, and he's at 5 willpower.
Oh, yep, you're right.
Right, okay, and I think that's all I'm going to do. So questing for 8, 12, 12, spending 1 and killing off that soldier, the fighter.
Okay, and I am sending 22, so we are 24, and the fighter, you said?
Yep.
Or
Killing off the fighter. Because the
okay.
Isengard Uruk's easier to kill. Yes, it has the archery, but we can heal that archery off pretty easily.
Yeah, I'm not worried about archery anymore at this point.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm sending 8, 12, and then whatever you got.
22 with Aragorn. Actually, why did I exhaust Aragorn? Let's use the expert courage. So, looks like we're 34. See what we hit this time. Card number 1 is a new scaling ladders.
Okay.
So, card no or search, peril.
This is.
So,
Is this your peril or mine?
well, it was my card that surged, so I think this is my peril.
Then I would recommend you cancel that because then you're adding at least 5 plus whatever you draw plus 2 threat to the staging area.
Makes sense to me. Plus, I've got all 3 Test of Wills in hand, so we're pretty well set on that front.
Okay, and my card.
And your card is another fighter.
Okay, and then we have a third card that we need to get from Helm's Gate.
Actually, no. So I'm engaged with the enemy.
What if any
foe.
player is not engaged with an
Okay.
enemy?
All right. Well, we got the Devilry of Saruman.
So
That would blow up Helm's Gate.
which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah. Our text boxes would be blank, so you wouldn't be able to.
Trigger
Can't.
Brand's ability.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily a bad thing unless it's a nasty shadow effect that says gets rid of an attachment. But I have attachments that I can use to replace, so again, it's not so terrible. I say we'll just let that go then.
Sounds good to me. So now we don't have the double scaling ladders.
Oh no,
on.
it doesn't. It bypasses the active location.
Oh, all right. Darned.
So that wouldn't work. If you want to cancel that, you can cancel it.
I mean, we do still have 5 progress on Hosts of Isengard there. It is a pretty nasty treachery, though.
Well, how much are we making at the moment? 4, 5, 8, 9, 13, 16, 19, 23, 28 are counting the staging area.
Sounds right. So we would make it either way.
And we're revealing another card after that.
Well, actually, my threat counters are on Grandma there was off.
So 29.
Yep. They're still making it.
5, 10, 14, 20,
I think
24.
I think we can let it pass because it's not game ending.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
And then engagements, I will take this Isengard Uruk. Unless you want me to take the fighter, I can kill either one of them.
I've got 2 defenses. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, but
And
which one are you going to have more difficulty killing? Is what I'm getting at. If you want to take the Uruk or the fighter, because it's coming down to you naturally.
Yeah.
Which one are you going to have the easiest time killing?
Let's see. Isengard takes 6. Fighter takes 5. Or no, 7. I'm gonna have easier time with the Isengard Uruk.
Okay, I'll take the fighter then.
Okay.
And I've got space, so I will take the 2 archery.
Okay.
And then Erkenbrand will... Well, it's your defenses first, so...
Yep. And... Let's see. I actually can use the staff on the Isengard Uruk, so I'll defend both of these, because then I can discard both shadows and take no damage.
Okay. And Denethor was exhausted, by the way.
Thank you.
Are you wanting to ready up with Shadowfax?
Yes. I should have done that earlier. Forget these there.
And... Okay, so I will defend with Erkenbrand.
Exhaust a character you control.
Okay. Sorry, Birkenbrand. I'll trigger my contract to heal up all damage.
I will do the same.
And then for combat.
Well, Gandalf and Aragorn can attack the Isengard Uruk for 6 and kill it. Oh. Wait. Oh, thank you.
Yep, and you forgot to put one on the defense of Helm's Deep for this turn.
Good thing the turn marker keeps us honest on that one.
Yep, so you've killed the Isengard Uruk there.
Or I guess if I kill the Hillman, we won't blow up Helm's Gate next turn. Yeah, I should kill the Hillman.
Well, we might want to blow up the Helm's Gate next turn, so that way we can get rid of the scaling ladders.
Good point. We'll stick with the Isengard Uruk.
Now, the question is, do I want to kill my fighter?
So we stay engaged and reveal less encounter cards?
Yeah. I'm tempted to kill it because then I can draw a card.
You want to draw your whole deck this game?
Well, it's an idea. What do you think?
I mean, I guess if you killed it, you could possibly Bilbo's plan and get rid of the deepening wall that has the scaling ladders.
Okay, let's do it. YOLO.
Alright. Shuffle encounter discard pile back in. Copy lucky shuffles here, hopefully. Discard a Helm's Gate, and we got a Soldier of Isengard.
Okay, let's get rid of that deepening wall with the scaling ladders on.
Fantastic.
And that's an enemy for me to kill during the quest.
I will not bother putting additional threat markers on it then.
Yeah, it's just a waste of time at that point. Okay.
Alright. That was a good turn. I feel like.
And we forgot to reveal a card because we did not place progress on the stage as a result of questing.
Oh, alright. So that card would have been a Wild Hillman, which would have come down to me.
Which would have been an undefended attack. Unless you readied with Aragorn's ability.
Yeah, probably would just readied Denethor with his ability, so we can do that.
And then that would have popped the scaling ladders on the Helm's Gate.
Yep.
So
which I guess does it matter for
it doesn't change
Birkenbrand for the 2 attack?
No, it doesn't, because he's got 5 defense.
Okay. So I guess let's see if the shadow makes a difference here.
No, it didn't.
And yep. Okay.
Then I did all my stuff and we got a Soldier of Isengard. Okay, so I'm gonna start off by spending 1 resource and playing Open the Armory. And I will take another copy of Ancestral Armor. Just because I can. And then I will spend 2, 3, 4 resources and play out a Ancestral Armor onto Eowyn. By getting rid of that Blade of Gondolin. So now she has more hit points.
Nice.
And then I will play out a Golden Belt onto Irma. And spend 1 resource and play out a Dagger of Westerness. Oh, no, I'm not. That would have been good. I'm actually going to play it over here on a Erkenbrand and spend 2 more resources and play out another Armored Destroyer. That seems like a better play.
What'd you swap for the Armored Destroyer again?
I didn't. I've got a golden belt on him.
Okay.
Okay. Over to you.
Well, I think I am going to go ahead and use Wizard Pipe. We will swap Unexpected Courage on top so I can use Gandalf's resources. And let's give that to Erkenbrand.
Oh, thank you.
I think I'll appreciate having another Sentinel Defender being able to ready up.
Okay, do you think 4 defenses is more than enough?
I mean, I always feel like I could never get enough defenses.
Good point.
Alright, so all my guys are full up of restrict attachments, so is Aragorn. Really need to find some of these golden belts.
Yeah, I know. That's basically what I was digging for with Glamdring.
I kind of want to play the Shining Shield from the top of my deck on Aragorn.
But it means we'd have to get rid of one for it.
Could just get rid of the Gondorian Shield, because as our threat climbs, he'll get an extra defense that way.
True enough.
We'll do that.
Okay, I'll discard that. Hey, you've got your Gandalf stuff that you can draw a card with.
Yes, thank you. Hooray, Light of Valinor, no more threat raising from questing. And we got Celebrian Stone coming up. More willpower.
Which we can discard the round shield for that. Stick on Aragorn and then you've got more spirit resources coming in.
Yep, so, alright. Looks like we're ready to quest then?
Yep, I will send 8, 12, killing that soldier. 9. I'll send Aragorn, using Unexpected Courage for Radiums. Do I need to send Erkenbrand? Should I send Erkenbrand? Or should I save all 4 of his defenses?
I don't think we need Erkenbrand. We've got 17 in the staging area right now.
Okay, I'll save them then. So I've sent 19.
19?
17.
Or 17? Okay.
17.
I'll also send 17 for 34. Alright, card number 1. Isengard Uruk.
And I will take the damage.
Sounds good.
1, 2.
Card number 2 is the Devilry of Saruman. I think this time it is cancel worthy.
Yep.
So cancel that. And then we're not placing a progress from questing, but that's after resolution. So we definitely have more than enough willpower.
Yep, so reveal a card.
Another Devilry of Saruman. I don't have the resource to cancel it this time.
Okay.
So our text boxes are blank, but it's a good thing I canceled that first one.
Yep.
Alright, so now...
Travel.
Let's see... Probably this other deeping wall?
Yes. Unless we want to go to the Homburg.
I think the DP wall is better just because less threat at the stage area, and it's got more quest points that if we do get overwhelmed next turn, somehow we got more of a buffer for the quest.
Okay, just remember we're placing 2 progress on it from these 2.
Another good reason to pick up one with more quest
Okay,
points.
I'll take this Isengard Uruk.
Okay. If you want, I can just take the archery.
Yeah, if you want. Shadow cards.
Yep.
And Erkenbrand's going to defend a lot, discarding the shadow from your 2 enemies.
Can you discard both of them? Because don't you have to discard? You would have to defend one to discard
yes,
one
okay.
engage with me.
Okay, I'll discard one of them and defend the other, and because I've got enough hit points yet to cancel. Yep, I'll. Do you want that kept around engaged with you? Because you've probably got enough. You've probably got enough attack to kill both of them.
Let's see. I've got.
Takes 5 attack to kill each.
Yeah, I've got 7, 8 attack power. I'm gonna be a little short unless we have another way to ready. No, because Aragorn doesn't have the resources to ready one of my guys.
Okay, I'll let that bounce back to the staging area and Niamat can kill it.
Yeah.
And then discards a shadow card from the other Wild Hillman, which is then defended, and then Niamat defends my Isengard Uruk.
Discard a non-objective attachment.
I think not this time.
Sounds good.
And then I will... Then how are you attacking? Oh, it's me to attack first, so I will defend with Niamat. Attack Niamat and draw a card. Another Dagger of Westerness. And then I will heal up, because I can.
Gandalf and Glorfindel have 7 attack to murder this one.
Well, I'll throw Aragorn in, since he didn't want to miss the party.
Oh, you were at 8. Alright.
Do you want to use your contract?
I did.
Alright. Just that was ready when...
Yeah. Yeah. As soon as you said that, I'm like, right.
Okay, now I'll play out that golden belt onto Niamat. And he can have this Dagger of Westerness. And then I will spend 1 for Keep Watch.
Side quests.
It's just out there. I've got no else to play. Not really worth playing at the moment.
Fair enough. Well, I think I will Wizard Pipe Calabrian Stone on top of my deck so I can make use of Gandalf's resources. And we were going to put this on Aragorn, yeah?
Yep.
So now Aragorn
is up to, let's say he's got 7. So +3, yep, 7 willpower.
Oh, and there's a golden belt. Darn it. Oh wait, I can draw that. Let's do that. I will draw my golden belt. And let's play it on Denethor.
You could play that on Aragorn and give Aragorn a silver circlet next turn.
Oh, you've got a good point. Yeah, not like Denethor really needs the extra resources. Whereas the more questing we can do is always better. Alright. Although I guess this is the last defense round. Yeah, still.
Okay, I will send 8, 13. I'll send 13 and kill that Wild Hillman.
and I will send 17, 24 to make us 37.
Yep, sounds about right.
Card number 1 is Reckless Hate.
The Surges.
Surges. So surge into fighting Urukai.
That is yours. And I don't think that's much of a problem this round, do you?
No. So I just need to search for an Urukai enemy. And is it add or it's reveal as well? So no tricks taking ones that have reveal effects.
Just take Romar again.
Yeah. Pretty innocuous. All right, so I'm just going to mark this as 3 threats so we don't forget.
And then one more card.
Night Without End. Doomed to either remove 1 resource token from Defense of Helm's Deep or reveal 2 additional encounter cards. I say no to that.
I agree.
So there's my last test of will. But we still take the Doom 2.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, we absolutely killed it.
Right, you want to discard your fighting Urukai?
Yep. And now we are at 8 tokens here.
And we proceed to 5. As dawn breaks in the east, a blast from Helm's Horn echoes in the valley, and the riders of Rohan charge out from Helm's Gate with King Theoden and Aragorn at their head. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck, discard cards from the encounter deck until X enemies are discarded. X are the number of players in the game. Add each enemy discarded this way to the staging area.
Alright, so there's 1. It's add, yeah?
Yep.
Or is it
It's add.
Okay. No immediate attack. And we got another grandma.
This is going to be a boring fight.
So we skip the quest phase and we can't reduce our threat.
I'm going to take this warrior of Dunland down. And it's a shame I can't take both of them. I have enough attack power to kill both of them.
Let's ready up Gandalf with Shadowfax there.
Okay, so defending, do you want me to defend both of yours, or do you want Denethor to do it?
Yeah, I guess we could let Erkenbrand defend. I might, who knows, that 1 attack power might make the difference.
Okay.
No Shadow. Just go the other.
And Erkenbrand defends mine.
Attack enemy gets +1.
Yeah, that's going to go through. There's no point in cancelling because I'll take a damage anyway. You know what? I'm going to cancel that shadow card just to take that extra point of damage. Okay, attacking back. What you got?
Alright, so
Remember, you've got Aragorn as well.
yes. And let's see, Glorfindel and Gandalf are enough to kill the first one with their 7 attack power. And then I will spend Aragorn's 2 resources to ready up Glorfindel. So Glorfindel and Aragorn can attack again for 7 on the other one.
Okay. And then Tiamat attacks and kills alongside Erkenbrand to defeat the Warrior of Dunland, drawing me my final card of the game. And I play it straight away, because I can. Do I have another weapon? Yes, I do. There we go. I end the game with 12 cards in hand.
You know, for all your drawing there, my deck only had 18 cards left thanks to playing cards from the top.
I was down to 13 cards in my deck. I can't complain at that for this deck.
All right, so we lose the 3 golden hairs from the campaign pool,
Yeah.
so we were successful. But I think it was worth it. It really did help get us going, and especially since the threat in the staging area ramped up pretty quick there.
Yep. With a cry and a great noise, they charged down from the gates. They rode over the causeway they swept, and they drove through the hosts of Isengard as a wind amongst grass. And I think that is exactly what happened here. They came out and they just fell like, well, like orcs. So, how do you think that went for our second attempt?
I think that went pretty well. Definitely a lot better than the couple of false starts we had last time.
Okay, each player with a copy of Poison Counsels in his hand, deck, or discard pile has earned that burden. We did not. At the down through the breach of the dike charged the king's company. Down from the hills leaped Erkenbrand, lord of the Westfold. Down leaped Shadowfax, like a deer that runs sure-footed in the mountains. The White Rider was upon them, and the terror of his coming filled the enemy with madness. The wild men fell on their faces. The wild men fell on their faces before him. The orcs reeled and screamed and cast aside both sword and spear like a black smoke driven by mounting wind. They fled. And that's exactly what happened here. We had Gandalf, we had Erkenbrand, we had Aragorn. The only one we didn't get was Theoden.
I did consider putting him in because of the willpower boost from Tactics Theoden, but
It wasn't
we needed
really.
Spirit.
Well, that and the fact that Tactics Theoden would only be boosting himself and Eowyn.
Well, I mean, every bit of willpower helps at this quest, it seems like.
True. But I think we did fairly well with our setup.
Yeah,
So,
and my deck testing showed that usually turn 2 flip is about 60% chance most of the time. I hadn't fully tested some of the tweaks, but
well,
it was only a marginal improvement over that so far.
yeah, well, we managed to work it, and we're going with a fairly steady gameplay. Not much damage on the board. No dead heroes, which is always a good sign. A score of 131, 7 complete rounds. So
Nice.
it can take a bit longer. Obviously, things don't go your way. I mean, I think EMR is essential for this quest, or somebody that can attack into the staging area, just to keep that clear. I think
Well,
I think
um,
is pretty essential.
the Bilbo's plans to be able to discard locations helped a lot too.
Oh,
I
definitely.
think if we weren't playing 3 hunters, had I might have tried something with like distant stars or other location discarding effects, because that's the other games. That's where most of our threat came from, was just
Yeah,
locations piling up in the staging area.
yeah. Bilbo's plan really does help with that, and because the enemies have such a higher threat, like such high threat, there's only I think 2 or 3 enemies that have like lower than 2 threat.
It's too
Obviously,
bad. It's too bad you hadn't seen the power of Bilbo's plan for this quest when you guys did the card talk episode. It's I remember there was a lot of like, could this be useful? Is there a quest where it would really help? And I
yeah.
think we've proven that this is the one.
Yeah, which I think me and Ted both made reference to the fact that when we played that this card is very good for this quest. Um, so I think there's several cards that we need to go back and discuss since the release of the cards. Obviously, Bilbo's plan, I think, was a spoiler we did, so we weren't 100% sure on whether or not it'd be good or not because we didn't have it there to test. I think now that it's a fully fledged card, we might go back and revisit. I can't remember. There's so many cards that we've done in the past 2 years, 3 years that we've been doing the show that some of them might need a retweak for where they are now, with obviously the introduction of the contract, with the introduction of obviously all the other cards that could mount up, you know what I mean?
Right. So Vengeance of Mordor kind of gave a lot of archetypes a bit of a boost. So everything kind of has to be reevaluated. I still haven't even gotten a chance to really play with the new Dunedain allies that you just have to have as an enemy engaged to play them, and they're kind of cheap and well statted, and it's like, those would be fantastic compared to the Pathfinder and Hunter. So those can be a little tricky to get into play since you have to add a location or enemy to the staging area.
Yeah. So join us next time where we take on Road to Isengard.
And then there's no Vision of Palantir article to guide me.
Oh no, what shall you actually do? You might just have to watch Card Talk's stream of Road to Isengard.
I did watch that live, and I did start watching it again. I gotta take better notes. So,
Yeah, so join us next time when we take on that quest. Until then, happy questing.
thanks everyone.